So we're back for the knob. Sounds weird, huh? By knob, I mean this thingy here that you will need to actually turn your dowels. For the knob, or for the making of the knob, you will need first your template, then 2 pieces of cardstock, obviously big enough to accommodate the template, somewhat at least. 2 of your octagons from this is actually the second biggest out of the set, but you can go with any and all size you want for your template. I took that one, stuck it onto a piece of cardstock and went from there, and just had my legs for the knob be 1 inch long, so my knob is actually 1 inch high. You can shorten or elongate that however long you want. Important is if you're using the washers from the smallest one of these, you want your legs to be the width you need to fit in here, which is like 5/16, same as with the dowel, but that's about it. So what you need is this, your cardstock, your 2 washers with the octagon, and actually 2 without, which I will actually cut later. Then what you need is your scoring tool, the small one again, any kind of needle or, you know, pokey tool, a pen, and probably a mouse pad for scoring later. So what I'll start with is fit the template on my cardstock as well as possible, which is okay, I guess, and start tracing my template. You'll probably want to have a really freshly sharpened pencil, which in my case is not happening. Sorry, it's just holding it down and tracing it is like a major pain. Okay, so make sure you traced everything, which I obviously didn't. Okay, so now what you need to do is actually mark your inner corners by poking them, and you want to poke where your glue tabs are. And remember that, especially with my pencil being as unsharpened as it is, you want to stay clearly inside the drawn lines you can find. Okay, you do this a second time, but I'll just go on and make this one with you and then go back and do the other. Okay, oh, what else you need is a ruler. So now you actually go from where this pokey is to here, to your inner poke hole. Does that sound weird? Poke hole. And connect those 2. Actually, You only have to score the ones that have the glue tabs. So I don't know what I was doing right there. I hope you can see. If not, please just put any question you have in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them as sincerely as I can. So now you have like all the fold lines for your glue tabs scored, and then you can go in and either use your octagon shape to trace your platform, let's call it, or you can just go freehand. It's not a question of life and death. Okay, next thing I do is I just really crudely cut out my glue tabs and the overall shape, and go from there. Now what you want to do, I start by actually cutting in all my glue tabs from inside my drawn lines to the actual punch hole, or the actual poke hole I have, which will give me the width I need. If you realize that there's like a glue tab that seems to be really wide in comparison, and that probably won't fit the bill of the 5/16, just, you know, cut it a little narrower. This one's going to be too long that I can see. Okay, so done with that, I'll go on and actually cut from here. Can you see that? From here all the way into my poke hole. And I'll try to stay like as straight as possible, but inside my drawn line. Might be easier if you, oh, I forgot to actually score my tabs, which makes it kind of harder, because I'll show you why in a second. Because if you're able to fold them away like so, it's going to be way easier to cut into this. So this is what you want to do all around, and cut as straight as possible from your poke hole to the inside poke hole. Oh god, this sounds so, it just sounds wrong. Poke hole. Okay. But this is basically what you do. So this is going to be a major pain to glue, but can you see? Okay, next thing you do is you miter your glue tabs. You can do that from whichever angle. Sorry, the husband watches soccer on the first floor, right below me. And then you go in and just, you know, cut your glue tabs. Oops, there's one left. All the way down. make sure not to cut your knob legs. This all kind of sounds really weird, you know, like pokey holes and knob legs and whatever. It's just not, doesn't sound very healthy. So this is what we end up with, and we just go in and basically fold all our scores. Glue tabs included. And then we go in, and before we glue down those tabs, believe me, you want to try this before gluing. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and this is advice from the heart because I've been there, believe me. You want to try if everything fits. Because if you don't, you know, if you don't get those tabs bent at the right width on the bottom, you're gonna have hell to pay, believe me. But this looks good. So we're gonna just glue our knob together into a 3D shape, which we do by gluing those tabs. You just start at one point and actually keep your finger in there, and you want to take care that up here you really have your outer edges meeting, because if you go like this, it's not going to fit. See, you want them really to line up and match up, otherwise it's gonna be ugly, believe me. So this is my tiny flat, which is going to be perfectly okay. So just match up the actual scores for the knob. Okay, with two left open, you want to bring in the glue on both tabs, because, you know, finicking in the last one without glue is yeah, something that can get messy. So you really want to have glue on that by the time you put that in there. So get those glued. Geez, I got glue on my fingers, and Tombow is just the worst, considering that it stays tacky after drying, and that's just something. Usually I don't know why I took it, why I used Tombow this time. So I guess because it stays tacky after it's kind of dry, so you can have it. Okay, so now what we do is we bring our tabs in and put the washer over it, adjust to where it needs to go, and fold out our tabs, our glue tabs. And as before with the dowel, we do want to go really close to the inner edge, especially considering that I have like one or two tabs that are just tiny. Okay, now I need two more washers. Sorry, that's kind of really an ugly sound on that. Well, basically, we only need one washer. The other ones. Okay. So same procedure, getting this stuck down decently. And put some weight on it. Okay. I glue another octagon on it just for the fun of it and for it to look nice. I was very tempted to say for shits and giggles, but I didn't do that. Okay, so this is one knob, and I'll make the second one and just get back with you once I'm done for assembly.